Hi y'all, welcome to another makeup video for Halloween. Today we are doing a really fun rhinestone skull. And I'm already starting off a little bit rough because I didn't realize that brush had paint on it. I have tried to film a skull. I think this is my 6th time. I just keep changing the concept. Things keep going wrong. I have tried some where I glue my brows down and things are just not working out. So this was the first attempt that came out actually good enough to post. So here we are. So I am just starting out with my normal primers and foundation, concealer, going to have like a pretty normal glam base. I'm actually just going to contour, blush like normal, everything like that. We're going to do a little bit more of a red cheek because I have red rhinestones and I thought that that would just go perfectly. But you could really just do like whatever you're comfortable with or whatever rhinestone color you want. This could match an entire outfit. Like you can really get super creative with this. So I'll list all of the products I use down below. But I'm first starting with my Wet n Wild primer and spray. I'm using the Profusion Feel Good Skin foundation. And then I am mixing the Milani cream bronzer and the e.l.f. Halo Glow in a deeper color. I believe this is the shade 6, so it's like a bronzer shade on me. Going to mix these together. And then I'm using the NYX Fix It stick under the eyes along with the Wet n Wild Incognito concealer for correction and concealing under the eyes. For my blush, I'm using one of my Morphe 2 products. This is the cream stick blush. This is such a pretty color. I will list the shade down below because I can't think of the shade off the top of my head, but it's one of their lip and cheek sticks, and this is so pretty. I just love this one. And then I'm, after blending that out, just going to bake under my eyes like normal with the Wet n Wild loose powder. I like to let the rest of my face air dry before I powder it so that it prevents cakiness. Like I just feel like when you powder right on top of wet skin, that's when you can start to get some cakiness and your foundation can start to break up. So then I'm going to start working on the eyes. I'm using my Morphe Rose, I think it's called the Rose to Fame palette, one of their newer rose gold foil palettes. And I'm going to do this really pretty rose gold warm toned matte smoky eye. I just love the way that the smoky eye looked with this because normally for a skull you would be like completely blocking out the eye, but like I said, all of my attempts before this just were not going well. Like I just couldn't do the brow block, and then the black circles around the eye just weren't looking right. I just could not get it together. So I thought, let's do a nice warm toned brown smoky eye, and that will be what it is. That will be how I kind of block out the eye for the skull look. So I am just using the delicious matte warm browns in here. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a smudgy dark brown liner, and the only time I'm going to use like a shimmery shade is on the brow bone and the inner corner. After I dust off my bake and powder the rest of my face, I'm going to use this Morphe powder face palette and start bronzing up and blushing. I have a whole video where I did like all of my new Morphe stuff in one video, and I just absolutely adore this palette. And one of the blushes in here perfectly matches the cream blush that I used earlier, and I am really going to put a lot of blush. This one's a little bit more red tone, and like I said, I just want to tie in the rhinestones, and I am using red rhinestones, and I just thought this would be so pretty. And of course, since it's Halloween, you can really kind of go there with things like blush, maybe more than you normally would, because it's Halloween. You can just do the most. Like if you have rhinestones on your face, too much blush is the least of your worries. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to get that on. And then I am going to start with the rhinestones. Now I am just using lash glue, and I should have gotten a rhinestone applicator. I just got these from the craft section at Hobby Lobby, and they have these little wax things for applying rhinestones, and I don't know why I skipped out on it. This was kind of hard to put on with just my fingers. Obviously, I got it done, but if you have the time, get the rhinestone applicator. It would probably make it so much easier and so much more easier to get symmetrical and like perfect lines, but it is what it is. I still think it came out really cute. So I'm first starting with the jawline of the rhinestones, and then I'm gonna kind of hop around just because I wasn't sure about everything that I was doing. And after I did the jawline here, I wanted to make sure that these little rhinestone tears would fit, and they did. I thought this looked so good. I got these from Spirit Halloween, and I just put they do have stickiness to them, but not really enough to stay. So I was just trying them on, and now I'm putting lash glue on them, and I'm going to kind of start on other parts of my face while that is drying. I know it probably looks like I'm hopping around so much, but that is kind of just my process. After putting on those little teardrop rhinestone pieces, I'm putting on a red lip just because I wanted to see how that would look while I was putting on the rhinestones. I just thought I would want that as a reference and just to know how that would look leading up to the end, because then I could always just change it. But I thought if I had a nude lip to begin with, I wouldn't want to change it at the end. It's just my process. I just hop around a lot. So I'm going to be doing the jawline, I'm going to be going around the eyes, and then I'm connecting that jaw piece to the eyes as well, right here. And then I'm also going to kind of do a little connection from the eyes and do some around the forehead and have those connect as well. Now you can do this like basically as much or as little as possible. This was my reference photo, and she only did half of her face, and I'm not even doing the exact lines that she's doing, as you can see. So you can do a bunch of lines on your cheeks and on your forehead if you want. You can do more detail when it comes to the teeth and add like teeth lines, like a grid kind of up and down those cheekbone lines that I did. It is completely up to you and your creativity. The one thing that I kind of feel like I could have done differently here, I love the way that the nose is. I just wish I would have put blush on the inside of my nose. I feel like the nose is kind of missing some shading, because obviously if you're a skull, that would be hollow. But other than that, I really love the way that this turned out. I think it's so pretty. You can pair this with any outfit. You can do this as a group or a couple. I just thought this was so cool. I just finished it off with lashes, and I kept the red lip, and I just think it's so pretty. Let me know what you guys think down below, and if you try a look like this, tag me in it. I will list everything that I use down below, as well as my other YouTube channel, my Instagram, and my TikTok if you want to follow me everywhere. And I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye.